Hey everybody, it's Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And it's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
I'm sorry about that. We went to New York, we finished school year.
End of the school. We needed a break. We needed a break.
But guess what? It's July and it's movie time. Like
There's
crazy movie time.
so many movies.
So we want to talk about all the things that we've missed, but let's start with one we just saw like a second ago. Sound of Freedom, which stars Jim Caviezel. Story about human trafficking. What do you think, Desiree?
Okay. So I had zero knowledge of this movie until Chris was like, let's go to the movies. And that was this afternoon. This movie is about this man who...
True story.
It's based on a true story, is working in the industry in like where? In
Homeland Security.
But in what state? Like, was he in Florida? Where was he?
Anyway, California?
He's working for the government. He's in this job for a really long time in this horrible thing, and he's only ever been assigned to find the pedophiles. And so he'd find the pedophile, and that was the end of his job. And then circumstances happen, and then he goes, and now he starts thinking about the kids and finding the kids that are being trafficked. It is first of all, is a well done movie.
Yeah, it really is.
The story is compelling, the writing is compelling, the action is really well done. I think it can measure up with any other movie that's out there.
Totally. Because it is like a faith-based movie, like company that made it, but it's not.
But it's not
hit you over the head.
all Jesus-y.
Right.
It's not a Jesus-y movie.
So that's not your
at
thing.
all.
You could not be a Christian and totally love this movie.
You don't even know that that's what it's about. I'd say go see it. I say everybody
should go see it.
Yeah. What did you think about it?
Same thing. Like, I think it's so important, this story. First of all, the little girl is such a good actress.
Oh, man.
She's so good. And the little boy too. And they're so cute, and they get your heartstrings right away.
Absolutely.
And Jim Caviezel's really good in it. He's a good actor. It's actually they got a lot of really good actors. I will say, Des and I were joking because Mira Sorvino, Oscar winner Mira Sorvino, is in it for maybe
literally less than a minute.
She has half a page of dialogue. Maybe she's lucky. It's probably not even that.
Every time she's on, it's just like 10 seconds. It's just a flashback to because she plays his wife.
She's like, I guess you got to quit your job. End scene. Oh, she's there.
All right, the end.
But it's
really good.
Story. And it's a story of hope.
It's heavy.
It's a thing that, you know, as much as you want to escape at the movies and go see Spiderman, The Little Mermaid, or whatever, there are some stories like, oh yeah, but there are still people suffering, these poor babies. It's horrible.
The fact that it's a true story is the part that
is miserable.
Is miserable. It's miserable.
So
it's the worst part of humanity.
Go see it. Tell people. Go write your congressman and tell them we are not doing enough.
Yeah,
we are not doing enough.
We're not doing enough.
Forget about fighting about who's going to win the election. How about these babies that are being sold? That's the thing we need to worry about more often.
It's a lot.
So it's I think it's a really well made film.
It is. It's absolutely
the best. That Angel Studio, who's the faith-based one, the best film I've seen from probably any faith-based film.
Because usually when they're faith-based, they're kind of cheesy, and there's something cringy a little bit about them that is
but
like
it's not.
Nobody real wants to see this movie.
It's like only for church groups. This is not only for church groups.
This is not only for church groups. No.
The reason I had seen such positive reviews, it has like an 8 out of 10 on IMDb, which for faith-based films is really good. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then this guy was talking about Blockbuster's not doing as well, and he's like, actually, Sound of Freedom made more money on 4th of July than Indiana Jones. I was like, oh shoot, somebody's seeing it in this movie then. Some people are. And then I'm glad we did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Man.
So go see that.
Go see it.
We also saw Spiderman Into the Universe. Is that what this one is? Into?
I don't know.
Across.
That sounds better.
Across. It was Into first, Across, and then the second installment in the Spider-Man Miles Morales series. What did you think?
I loved it. This whole Spider-Man universe is, first of all, the animation is crazy good, and it's just out of the box. Everything is on the table. Anything can be done. That's some TV over there. You can probably hear it. But the creativity level is crazy. And then the storytelling is really good. Going into it, I don't know if this is a spoiler, it's a first part of 2.
Yeah.
So I don't think that should be a secret. going into it, you should know.
No, you
that-
should for sure.
Absolutely. I didn't know that before, and I would have liked to have known. But other than that, it's continuation of the story, and I think it's great. What did you think?
Yeah, I really liked it too.
I thought it was wonderful.
If you liked the first one, you'll like this one. I think it's maybe even like a little better in its storytelling, probably. But the animation's like the same kind. And I love the character of Miles Morales. Such a good character. And we don't.
I don't know what that
Something's
is.
happening somewhere. We don't know what's happening exactly. Someone's singing, but yeah, it's just really good, really well made animated film. The first one won the Oscar for best animated film.
Oh,
I
that's
think.
right.
This
has a good shot.
It's a good shot
for sure.
too. We'll see. Because Pixar's
Nothing.
just not making it. I'll talk about. I saw
Yeah.
Elemental, but Des hasn't yet.
I haven't seen
but
it yet.
we'll talk about that later. And then we also saw The Little Mermaid with Halle Bailey. Let me tell you. Don't get me started about how upset I was about all the controversy about this poor girl who no one had even seen her, and they're like, she shouldn't be Little Mermaid because
That's
she's
crazy.
black, which is
That's
so
crazy.
stupid.
It
It's
was so good.
Stupid. First of all, she is phenomenal.
You can't
Man.
argue with her quality level
She
of singing.
is so-
You cannot at all.
Well, and she's just really so likable. You're like,
Yeah.
I love her. And
I really enjoyed all the changes they made
Yeah.
to the story and the added songs.
Yeah.
Everything was so well done.
Yeah, totally.
I thought, and the story went by really well. I loved Aquafina.
we love
Stop it.
Aquafina.
I love
That's why
Aquafina.
she's hilarious, of course, as always.
And they combined her with Davy Diggs on that rapping
So,
thing.
a
They could rap
scuttlebutt-
all day.
scuttlebutt.
If anything, that was too short. I needed that to be
She's so great.
much more.
And for those of you, it's not a spoiler anymore because I already posted about it. But for those of you who feel sentimental about Jodie Benson, we love
yeah.
Jodie Benson.
She's
Jodie's
in
in it too.
Yeah,
So don't
just
worry
for a little
about
bit, but she's in there.
And she's been such a good promoter of the movie too. Like, go see it. There's not just one version of The Little Mermaid we have to watch the rest of our
There's
lives.
not one version of any story.
There is, you can go see it.
Absolutely.
Anyone who comes out of that movie saying that they didn't like Halle Bailey, they're a liar. She's phenomenal.
She's great.
Great choice. She's fantastic.
And Melissa McCarthy.
Oh man.
That's all I have to say. Melissa McCarthy.
Oh good as Ursula
She
too.
kills that
She's
role.
so good.
So good.
Yeah, she's
Oh, loved her.
She found some humor in spots because she's just so naturally funny about that. But yeah, really good.
That's called perfect casting.
Yeah, and I was thinking, what's his name who played King Triton?
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to get his
Penelope
name.
Cruz's husband,
Um,
Javier Bardem.
there you go.
Man, that
Good
was-
job. Proud of you.
Javier Bardem is a phenomenal actor in general, in everything he does. But what I love about him, Jess and I talk about it all the time, is that some people go into The Little Mermaid and they're like, I'm going to be funny, and he's like,
No.
I am a serious
He's
actor.
serious.
And I am playing this girl's father. You're like, oh
And that's
shoot.
the only way to play it. He's not
he is
messing
not
around.
He's,
Well, that's how you got. Anybody has to go into these superhero movies or cartoon movies. You got to be 100% into
committed, yeah.
it. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
and he really is. He's really a good actor.
It was so good.
So we loved Little Mermaid 2. I feel like there's something else we saw too.
Me too. What was it? We should have written it down.
We had it on our phone, but it was on my phone. Now we're recording with it. But
We can come back to it.
we've seen so many things. I saw Elemental, but Des has not seen it yet.
Oh, yeah, what did
I will
you
say
think?
it's really cute. Really cute. It's Pixar's first romantic comedy. It's so pretty. The colors, they're so good at that. The colors and the worlds that they
Yeah.
create. It just has not caught on. These last few Pixar movies have just not.
Something's
caught on.
different. Like they're not.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're promoting them as much or they're.
Are people just tired of it?
People, yeah, maybe.
Because even
One
on
Trick Pony or something.
Shop Disney, all the Elemental stuff's on clearance already. I'm like, that movie just came out less than a month ago. What is it? And so it's not.
Maybe people aren't taking their little kids to the movies anymore. They're waiting till it comes out on streaming.
And I think Disney has alienated some people for other reasons or whatever.
Oh,
There's
for
some
sure.
people who don't
They
like
absolutely
Disney.
have. They
That's
absolutely
not me. I'm wearing a Cover the Frog shirt, but there are some people.
No, that's valid.
So we saw those, and we saw other things too, but we just can't remember now.
Yeah.
We also saw on a different note. I think it's almost closed now. Maybe it did close, but we saw the Mountaintop at the Geffen. It's a live
yes.
performance here in LA. Really good. Just
Really good.
Two people show, and they are phenomenal. The two of them.
Yeah.
That girl, I wish I remember her name because I can't remember her name now. I barely got Javier Bardem and I've seen her in 20 movies. But I could have watched her have her own show the whole time because she is so good.
It's a story based on Martin Luther King and
His last day.
the last day in this,
And it's a twist because you think, and there's this twist. You're like, ooh, good.
It's really
one.
good. It's really good. Yeah.
It's a phenomenal. So if you have it coming around you, or if it's going somewhere or something,
Check it
go
out.
see The Mountaintop. It's a really interesting idea there as well too.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to see a bunch more movies. We want to see Barbie
Absolutely.
and Oppenheimer.
It's
and
summertime. Go into the
Indiana
movies.
Jones. All those
Indiana
things.
Jones.
So let us know what you have seen that we didn't talk about that
Yeah.
we should go see. And let us know what you thought about Sound of Freedom, or The Little Mermaid, or Miles Morales. So let us know.
Yeah.
Because we like stuff too. And let us know what you're excited for. Okay.
Excellent.
And like and subscribe and tell your mailman because he still wants to subscribe also.
He needs to know.
He wants to know. He needs to go see Sound of Freedom, the mailman. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.